It's all fun and games until we break a nail, right? But sometimes it's more than just a break. Sometimes it's a total tragedy and we lose a whole nail enhancement. What if I told you there is a way to literally make nails impossible to pop off? Oh yes, there is. And in today's video, that is exactly what we'll be talking about. Hey there and welcome back. I am Paola of paolaponcenails.com, happily hosting another episode for Kokoist USA. Kokoist gel nail products are 100% soak-off formulas made in Japan. If you'd like to continue learning weekly with us, take a moment to hit the subscribe button and notification bell icon to be notified as soon as our next video is released. So yes, I said it. There is a way to have your nail enhancements never pop off, and no, it does not require that you take a very abrasive file to the natural nail or load up the natural nail with a primer or dehydrator. In fact, if you're a regular of this channel, you know we actually prefer a medium grit sponge buffer on the natural nails for prep and simply 90% alcohol prior to Kokoist Gel Application. But we've already sung that tune in another video. Let's get back on track. So how do you prevent nails from popping off? Let's assume that you've done all of your prep correctly, and let's briefly review what those steps are to ensure you leave no stone unturned. Step 1, you've started with cleansed nails, meaning there is no things like food. Yes, I found stuff underneath, or lotions or hair products on your cleansed nails before getting started. Step 2, you've eliminated all cuticle on the nail plate and there are no scraggly skin sticking out around the epinecum area that will attract gel. I would recommend you use electrophile manicuring and avoid cuticle removing solutions to cut out any culprits that may cause your nails to lift. But please do not use e-file technique if you're not there yet. You can definitely use an emery board or the pumice stone for personal use that Kokoist offers. Step 3, you've sanded or buffed the natural nail thoroughly according to what your nail system suggests. Hard products typically require a board file or sanding band, and soft products typically require a sponge buffer. Now, whichever one you are using, you must not pass it on the nail surface too fast or you will smooth the nail out too much, and this will contribute to your nails popping off or lifting because the surface is smooth and the product requires a little bit of texture. Do it slowly and thoroughly, letting the grit of the sanding tool you're using do the prepping for you. You are looking for two things when prepping the natural nails: a complete matte surface and a little bit of texture left behind on the nail plate to allow the product to grip on. Again, if you go too fast, you won't be able to find this little bit of texture you're looking for. Step 4, you've cleansed the nail of debris and oils. I recommend you use both a nail brush and a towelette soaked in prep solution. If you just use a manicuring brush soaked in your cleanser, then you may not get every bit of dust particle off of the nail plate, and this will inevitably lead to lifting. Coming back around with a towelette will ensure you've taken a closer look and that there is no dust left behind. The cleanser you use will depend on the nail system you are using. With Japanese gel, all you need is 90% alcohol. Keep in mind that using 70% typically means 30% water, and that amount of water typically will not evaporate or dry off of the nail plate prior to your application, thereby leading to nails popping off. Step 5, using a bonder aka primer or pH balancer aka dehydrator before product application. Most soak-off products will not require a pH balancer or primer, but sadly the first thing you'll resort to when nails pop off, I know because I've done it, is to drench the nails in a primer. But this will dehydrate them, causing them to curl under and pull away from the product. And this is why I want you to hold your horses here. If you have to constantly rely on your primer when the nail system you're using does not require it, you may first want to check all of the above steps up to this point that we've covered thus far. Step 6, ensure that your product application does not one bit touch the skin. Any product cured on the skin, whether you're using hard products or soft, it will not matter, but it will happen quicker with hard products, will lift. It's like a nylon. Once it goes, it just goes and keeps like tearing, but in this case lifting. And then again, we will encounter a pop off. With hard products especially, I repeat, a little bit of lifting leads to a whole lot of lifting and then that popping off scenario. This all leads me to the biggest factor that will contribute to nails staying on always or experiencing pop-offs never. It all has to do with the word flexibility, and that is the flexibility of both the gel nail enhancement and the natural nail. Put very simply, they have to match or be compatible if you expect nails never to pop off on you or your clients. But don't overthink this. It is as simple as remembering it like this: hard nails with hard products and soft products with soft natural nails. And what I mean by soft is flexible. Obviously, most of us would not say that our natural nails are soft. We would say they're, as to nail plate, it's a little bit hard, but they're not strong. So we would say they're weak. So what we mean is that they are flexible, more flexible than anyone with like really hard nails, right? Those are very few clients and rare. But sometimes you may have noticed if they've been your clients for a while, and if you've used hard products on them before, you'll notice that they stick like nobody's business. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Their nails last, and my other 80% clients, like they're like on and off. Sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. It's a toss-up, and that's because they have hard, strong nails, and for some reason they want enhancements. Maybe they want acrylic or hard gel, and because their nails are hard and they're using those hard products, they stick. But those clients would also do well with flexible, soft products. Okay, examples of hard products include those that typically don't soak off, like acrylic, hard gel, and polygel. Examples of soft products include those that are soak off, like soft potted gel, like Kokoist, Builder in a Bottle, aka BIAB, gel polish, and nail lacquer. These are examples of soft products because they soak off in acetone. So if you've ever worked with acrylic or hard gel nail products and you use only these type of products on your clients continuously, you may have encountered a casualty. Like if you've never explored any of the soft gel products just mentioned, then you're probably dealing with pop-offs. Am I right? Let me know in the comment section. And if it was on your client, she may have said something like, it just popped off, as if their hands were just sitting there, and all of a sudden the nail enhancement got a brain of its own and decided to, okay, it's time to jump off. Okay, enough of picking on the client. They use the words that just make sense to them. They do the best to describe the situation, but nails don't just pop off on their own. They have to come into contact, right? So what they most likely meant is that they were doing their thing and then reach for something or hit something with their nails and the entire nail came off. Now, if it just came off painlessly, that just means that that nail enhancement was already lifting to some degree, and that abrasive like knock at something just, made it pop off. Obviously, if they got their nail jammed in a door, that would hurt. That's not considered a pop-off, okay? So the other thing is that perhaps she didn't even notice when it came off. Like I had a client one day, she was like, oh my gosh, I was packing my luggage and all of a sudden I'm like, where's my nail? So things just happen like that. That's what we mean by pop-offs. Like they're painless, okay? They like even notice them like minutes, hours, or days later. Okay, so what is happening like 9 times out of 10 when a nail pops off is that the nail enhancement is simply too hard. So those natural nails are too flexible. That's just the chemistry of your client or the biological details, chemistry of your clients. I'm not sure what the word here is, sorry. And the nail product is not, again, it can be an acrylic, hard gel, or polygel, and so the flexibility here is not compatible. And so the nail enhancement is doing one thing and the natural nail is doing another. So once I made the transition in my business to soak off gel in pots or Japanese gel, this problem nearly disappeared. And that is because soft potted gel or Japanese gel is flexible. Acrylic and hard gel, once cured, are practically impossible to bend or flex. And that is not the characteristic of natural nails, as I've already been hinting at. Even the hardest nails have a little bit of flexibility, but if you ever had a client to whom anything sticks to their nails, that is probably because, again, she has strong nails. Anything from acrylic to nail polish will last on her because her natural nails are just naturally strong, and she's just wearing enhancements for the fun of it, not for necessity. But most of us don't have strong nails, right? Raising my hand over here. They split, they bend too much sometimes, and that eventually leads to tearing of the nails on the sides. And if they're doing all of this knottiness underneath a hard enhancement like acrylic, hard gel, or polygel, the nails are, right? They're being naughty underneath the nail enhancement, then it starts to tear away from that enhancement and a pop-off scenario happens. So what's happening here, or what is not happening here, is the hard enhancement is not moving with the nail. It's doing its own thing, and so is the natural nail. And we want them to be doing the same thing. We want them to be compatible, okay? So by now you may start getting a hint of what the solution is, and that is using a flexible product for your client. The really cool thing is that when you use Kokoist products, you can use them on those who want short nails, long nails, extensions, anything really. I mean, except for like really extreme length, we don't recommend that. We recommend that your client grows their nails to some degree because keratin is super strong, and then use that natural length to give them the shape, style, or length that they desire. Okay, but otherwise anything is good. Again, if they just want an extreme length, we recommend that they grow out that keratin on their nails. Okay, so you can build anything, short, long, extensions, and it does not matter the flexibility because Kokoist products are already semi-hard. Okay, they have some flexibility. That means they're not true hard gel products. They still can soak off, so they have that flexibility component that allows it to move with the nail. Okay, this means that just about, if not all, of your clients have the potential, and I mean this, to do well in Kokoist gel. In order of flexibility, here's how they rank from softest to hardest. Megastick base is the most flexible. Then we have the Nail Thoughts collection of bases, which is flexible and slightly hard, but still more on the flexible side. Then we have Platinum Bond Dual. Although this one is hard, we recommend that you do short extensions with this, not like full on, like really long extensions. And we have Excel Builder, which you can build any length practically. Just remember that you need a base gel or Megastick base specifically underneath Excel Builder. Okay, Excel Builder cannot touch the natural nail without a base gel. So the cool thing here is that because of all of these foundation gels having some flexibility in there, you just have to find the one or two. You don't have to carry all of them in your salon or your studio that your clients consistently do well in, and really never have to worry about nails popping off ever again. Just review the steps that we've covered, match the flexibility, so find a base or two that work well across like 90% of your clients. That way you're not buying too many products or then investing in other nail systems. Like you're just using one nail system and you're just sticking to one or two brands of product, and that's it. Pop-offs will become a rarity in your business. And I speak from experience here. Like I'm not just going off like, hey, this is your solution just because I think it is. But no, like this was what legitimately happened in my business. So I believe it's very possible for you too. And if you follow the steps and you match flexibility, or you consider the flexibility of your products, you'll have success. So let's bring it all home and recap how to avoid nails from ever popping off. Number 1, start with cleansed hands and nails. Number 2, eliminate all cuticle from the nail plate. Number 3, sand file or buff the nails. Number 4, cleanse with both a manicure brush and a towelette using your alcohol cleanser. Number 5, use a bonder only when required. Number 6, make sure your product application never cures on the skin. And lastly, number 7, use products that match the flexibility or the characteristics of the natural nails. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stick around for the next video or join us here next week again. Check the description box below for any upcoming education or active promo codes. Hope to see you again next week, and bye for now.